Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my full review of the Google Nexus 9. This is the very first tablet from Google, manufactured by HTC, that runs the very latest version of the operating system, Google Android 5.0, also known as Lollipop. Now, my reviews are a little bit different to what you might see on other channels and from other reviewers. I'm not going to sit here and quote specifications. I'm just going to let you know what I think of the Nexus 9, what I've liked and what I've disliked. And let's start by taking a look at the screen. This is a beautiful screen, very uniformly lit, a nice high resolution. And some people have been reporting sort of light issues at the sides of the screen. I can't see any of that on this particular one. It might be a problem for some. It's certainly not a problem for me. And when you're talking about screen quality, you don't really want to be looking at a screen with icons on it. I look at screen quality as being very important when you're viewing back videos and photos. And when you're viewing back photos, the IPS panel on here really does deliver a beautiful picture, a nice amount of detail, good detail in the dark areas as well, so good contrast, and it's just a pleasure to use. I think the screen on this exceeds the quality of the current iPad Air 2nd generation. Now, when you're viewing back videos, the picture quality is equally as good. It handles both YouTube videos really nicely, and I also played back some 4K video footage on this particular Nexus 9, and it just worked wonderfully. Very smooth, no dropped frames, and the accompanying sound from these front-mounted speakers, more than acceptable. Not fantastic. Now, when Google announced the Nexus 9 and announced that it was actually manufactured by HTC, I immediately thought boom sound, the speakers that are on their HTC One smartphone. But alas, these are not quite as good. They don't go very, very loud. They only distort at the highest volumes, but for the most part, they're good detail, but just not as good quality as I was expecting. Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. A big thank you must go out to Mobile Phones Direct for sending me this out to review. You can check out a link to their website in the video description. So here we go, let's have a look at the packaging. Quite understated packaging on the large screen Samsung Galaxy Note 4, which actually sports a 5.7-inch screen with a resolution of 1440 by 2560 pixels. Now, with regards to the actual build quality of the Nexus 9, I love this sort of angled edge on the Nexus 9. It sort of tapers out towards the back. It's really very nice. I love the fact that we've got some quite discreet controls on the side for powering the device on and off, and also for the volume. They might be a little bit too discreet though, because they are quite difficult to actually push, but I can forgive it that because they work okay. They're more than acceptable. Now, the actual build quality feels very solid in the hand. There's no creaks, very minimal sort of flex. If you tried to bend it, of course you could, as many people do try and bend their devices nowadays for some crazy reason, but it feels very solid, very well made. Now, others have also mentioned about the back. They've said that by the Nexus logo, there is some flexing on the back. Now, the back's made of plastic, so there is going to be some flex, and yes, you can push it in and out, but it's not excessive, and it doesn't feel cheaply made. It's a very nice grade material. Now, the processing power and the accompanying GPU inside the Nexus 9 should give you really good performance, even when it comes to playing back the latest graphic intensive games. Now, I'm not personally a big game player, but playing back the 4K video samples on here with no dropped frames was a really nice experience. So I've got no doubts onto the actual performance of the Nexus 9. Where this device has really won me over is in the operating system. Google Android 5.0 Lollipop brings with it some lovely new features, a very cohesive user interface as well. I love the notifications, I love the settings panel, I love the slide out drawer for all of your apps. Everything about this device has really impressed me. Now, would I say it's a good purchase? Well, in years gone by, when Google have launched Nexus devices, they've been very cheap. This time around, they're going for a more premium pricing model, and in all fairness, probably more premium hardware. So they are a little bit more expensive, and the Nexus 9 is on par with Apple's iPad Air 2 pricing. Now, if you haven't got an iPad Air and you're really looking for a Google Android tablet, then this is definitely the one to go for. If you're open to either the Android platform or iOS from Apple, then I would say the Apple iPad Air still just tips it to the winning post, but not by much. This is a beautiful tablet, and if I was in the market for something that runs Android in its latest version, very fluidly, very smoothly, with a beautiful screen, then I'd definitely opt for the Nexus 9. It's a very good purchase indeed. Now, one last thing that I should cover is battery life. And battery life on the Nexus 9 is roughly about 2 days between charges, and that's with medium use. So it's a very good option if you want an all-day tablet. This is definitely one that should be on your shopping list. So that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.